skills, a bit of ball juggling, I would imagine, as well. We'll be here for that as well, and then after that we will go to the press conference. But things are getting ready in the presidential box in the Santiago Bernabéu.
Tiene la palabra el nuevo jugador del Real Madrid, James.
And now we get to hear finally the words of the new signing, James Rodríguez.
Buenas tardes.
Good evening.
Soy feliz de estar aquí.
Very happy to be here. It's a dream made reality for me.
Gracias porque siempre están aquí. Espero dar muchas alegrías.
I hope to give you lots of happiness and lots of titles in the future. A la Madrid. As we move on to the official photos for the new signing. What a reception in the Bernabeu, in the Santiago Bernabeu, for James Rodríguez. Florentino Perez just beckoning over there, the ambassador of Colombia in Madrid, Fernando Carrillo, to also join in the photos. And I think we're going to get to see also the family of James. Not sure who has made the trip with him to the Bernabeu for this special moment. I think we'll be seeing his wife for a special photo with the president of Madrid and that famous number 10 shirt, famous in the world of football and famous at Real Madrid, and that is going to be the shirt that James Rodríguez will be wearing in this stadium next season. So we now see members of the board of directors of the club also take the stage and take their place for the official photo. They of course are well used to these occasions. We were here last week, just on Thursday, last Thursday in the Santiago Bernabeu, for a similar presentation for the German international Toni Kroos. And now we're here for James Rodríguez. Two of the big stars of the recent World Cup in Brazil. And how proud is this club, Real Madrid, that they'll both be playing their football in the Santiago Bernabeu next season. And look at the smile on the face of James Rodríguez. Possibly one of the happiest occasions of his life, well, possibly or certainly, I would say, at the moment of his young career. 23 years of age, born in Cúcuta in central Colombia. He moved to Ibagué and grew up in that town in the centre of the Andean country. And that's where he started his football career. And this is where it is ended at the moment to today in the Santiago Bernabeu. Ready to start a new chapter with Real Madrid. James just coming down towards the pitch. and we may actually see him on the pitch. Whether he's going to do that in his suit or whether we're going to see him in a Real Madrid strip, we'll soon find out. But he's coming down to enjoy the atmosphere of what is a very, if not packed, at least a half-full Bernabeu. And we'll be back in a short while to see James on the pitch, and for later for the press conference at Real Madrid TV. Here we are back in the Santiago Bernabéu for the traditional walk on the pitch to meet the press. Some ball juggling I think we'll see in a minute, but also to go and see those fans. Special reception for James Rodríguez tonight, or this evening I should say. It's just gone 8:30 in the Spanish capital, and we've had the presentation of James Rodríguez in the presidential box with speeches from Florentino Perez, the club president, and Fernando Carrillo, the ambassador for Colombia in Spain, and of course some brief words from James Rodríguez. But this is what he does best. He couldn't wait to get down on the pitch and kick that ball, and we're going to see a few tricks, I would imagine, now, as is customary on these occasions. So the press get their photo for tomorrow's newspapers. Of course, these photos nowadays will be all over the internet within minutes of James Rodríguez on his presentation as a new Real Madrid player for the 2014-2015 season. And there's quite a reception there for him. Many Colombian shirts in the stadium. The famous yellow shirt of Colombia. Big population, of course, of that South American country, living in Spain, living in the Spanish capital in Madrid, and they're going to love seeing this player next season play in their city, or their adopted city, for Real Madrid. And he looks as if he's enjoying the occasion. As he waits patiently for the press photographers to get their photo. Smiling throughout, and of course you would expect him to. It's a big day for such a young player, 23 years of age. James Rodríguez, the golden boot at the Brazil World Cup, and of course, as we've been showing you all day on Real Madrid TV, that fantastic goal. And there he goes and grants the wishes off the crowd. The crowd was singing earlier, kiss the badge, kiss the badge. And look at those yellow shirts of Colombia. And he's off there now to greet those people who've come out. They've stood patiently in the heat. It's a very hot day in Madrid, as it was last week for the presentation of Toni Kroos. And James Rodríguez with the balls laid on there for him to kick into the stands. A lot of those will be caught by his compatriots, people from Colombia who've come out here to join Real Madrid fans to welcome this player to the club. Tonight's presentation has been specifically there as the best young player that season in 2009 in Argentina, when he played 30 games for Banfield. Managed to get 4 goals that season. He got 5 goals overall for Banfield, but he did enough in that time to make the step up to European football. And FC Porto of Portugal brought him over to Europe, where he started in 2010. Played 3 seasons for Porto, And worth pointing out, it's where he first started winning some honours. He won 3 Portuguese leagues, won a Portuguese Cup, 3 Portuguese Super Cups. He also won individual honours there in Portugal. He was again the young player of the season in Portugal in 2012. And he did enough at FC Porto. He also won a Europa League, came on in the final of the 2011 Europa League for Porto. And played that season for Porto, the season they won the Europa League, and they beat FC Braga 1-0 in the final. He came on a substitute on that occasion. So, at the age of 20, he was used to winning European trophies. So he moves into the centre of the Santiago Bernabéu pitch and soaks in the atmosphere, waves to the crowds. As I was saying, his time at Porto was very successful. He won a league every season at the club.